Welcome to iLecture Online. Now let's find some equations where y varies with x squared, either directly or inversely. So we'll have two examples. First example, y varies directly with the square of x. When y is equal to 32, or when x equals 4, y is equal to 32, so find y when x equals 6. Again, in both cases, we're going to have to find k first, and then using that, we'll find the solution to the problem. But first, we need to set up the general equation. It says that y varies directly. That means that x needs to be in the numerator as the square of x. So the equation has to look like this. Y equals k times x squared. Over here, since it's inversely, we'll end up with y equals k divided by x squared. So that's the difference between direct variation and inverse variation. So first we need to find k, and we'll need to do that for both cases. And we do that by plugging in 4 for x and 32 for y. So we get 32 is equal to k times x squared, and x is equal to 4. That's 4 squared. So we have 32 is equal to k times 16. Divide both sides by 16. And we get 2 equals k. So now we have the value for k, the constant of variation. We plug that into our general equation, and so now we can write that y is equal to 2 times x squared. So now we have our equation that relates to our particular problem. Now we're going to find y when x equals 6. So y when x equals 6 is equal to 2 times x. X will be 6 squared, and so y when x equals 6 is equal to 6 squared is 36 times 2 is 72, and so the value for y is equal to 72. All right, over here, we also need to find the value for k. We're given a value for y and a value for x, so 1/2 is equal to k divided by x squared, so that's 2 squared. So 1/2 is equal to k divided by 4, and let's now multiply both sides by 4. When we do that, get 4 divided by 2, which is 2, equals, the 4's cancel out, we get k. And in this case, k is also equal to 2. All right, now we can write our equation that y is equal to 2 divided by x squared. And now we're going to find the value for y when x is equal to 4. So y when x is equal to 4 is equal to 2 divided by 4 squared. So y when x is equal to 4 is equal to 2 divided by 16, which is 1/8. So finally, we can say that y when x is equal to 4 is equal to 2 divided by 16, or 1 divided by 8, 1/8, and that would then be the final value for that example. And so again, you notice that it doesn't matter if the variation is directly with x squared or inversely with x squared or x cubed or the square root of x. It doesn't matter. Always try to find the constant first before you try to solve the problem. And that's usually the pattern for most of these examples. Now we're going to see some other examples where we need to do something different. But in general, first you find the variation equation, then you find the value for k, and then you solve for the unknown. And that is how we do that.
I'm not going to show them that you can cancel the 4 with the 2 first, the bottom part.
So over here.
No.
Oh, over here. Oh, yes. We have to be careful. It's order of operation. So you asked, is it dangerous here to first cancel the 4 and the 2? And the answer is yes. The reason why it's dangerous to do that is because here we have 4 squared, and here we have a division. And exponents have the priority over division, so we have to do the exponent first before we do division. So that's actually a good question. You do not want to cancel here, because if you do that, you don't do the proper order of priority on the equation. That's, yeah. All right, so what would that look like? So let's say we have y when x equals 4, that's this one right here, is equal to 2 divided by 4 squared. So what you don't want to do, and I'll put it in red, where's my red pen? So definitely this is a no-no. No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to go, that's 2 divided by 2 is 1, 4 divided by 2 is 2, because then notice what happens. You get 1/4, which is not the correct answer. So that's not the correct answer because we cannot do that. Good point. The mathematician always looks for those special things, don't you?